Welcome to Cologne. I've arrived here today in glorious weather, glorious views, and I'm meeting Stephanie from the Convention Bureau here on the Bridge of Love Locks. It's a tradition of committing your love by lock and then throwing the key in the river, meaning that you've got a commitment for life. Here's Stephanie.
Hi Natalie. Nice to meet you.
What a beautiful setting to meet.
Yeah, that's correct.
And these are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Lovely idea.
You know how many there are in total?
How many?
I think we have more than 40,000 love padlocks here. That's really amazing, yeah. And you know what? I brought one for you.
Oh, meeting the world.
Yeah, it stands for everlasting love, you know?
Got the key?
Yes.
Here's to you, Cologne. Let's hope it doesn't hit a boat on the way down. Okay, and you're going to take me somewhere special to get some good views to start us off by here.
Exactly. You know where we want to go?
Where?
Up on there.
Oh, wow.
That's the Cologne sky.
With brilliant views.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Great
Okay.
event location. Come on.
Stephanie, thank you so much for hosting us here in Cologne. Very excited to be here and meet up with you.
We are really happy to welcome you here in our lovely city with this wonderful weather we have today.
I know, and I've already picked up that Cologne has a really cool vibe or spirit. Is that something that's sort of inbuilt in the people that live here and work here and make Cologne what it is?
Yeah, I do think so. Of course, we have a long tradition, 2,000-year-old Roman tradition in the city, but nevertheless, we are a modern a modern and innovative city, and the people, which are also very young, or a lot of young people coming here, as we have also the largest university of Germany in Cologne. The people are very open-minded, very friendly. They like to welcome people, tourists, whether leisure tourists or business tourists in the city. And it's not without any reason that we have the claim Cologne is a feeling for the Cologne Tourist Board and also for the Cologne Convention Bureau, because when you discover the city, you certainly discover that Cologne is a feeling, and this depends on the people that live here and the modern spirit and the spirit that the people bring to our guests.
As the Convention Bureau, what are some of the messages that you're pushing when you're talking to the MICE industry about what Cologne has to offer for events and for people that are coming here?
Of course, as I said, we have a lot of attractive venues. I already mentioned the Köln Messe with 2 convention centers. And of course, we have a lot of hotels that can accommodate meetings and congresses. I think one important issue is also that Cologne is really easy accessible, whether from Germany, but also from all over the world. We are located very centrally in Europe. And as you see here, we're sitting on the right side of the River Rhine. Over there is the cathedral, the center of our city. And from the main station here in Deutz at the Messe to the main station in the city center, it's just a 10-minute walk. You have 3 different airports which you can reach. It's Cologne-Bonn Airport, it's the Düsseldorf Airport, only 30 minutes by train, and it's also Frankfurt in 50 minutes. So Cologne is very, very easy accessible, and I think that's one important issue for all clients to come here, because everybody wants to be time efficient, and if it's easy to access the destination where your congress takes place, that's always of advantage for everybody.
It sounds like there's a lot of partnership involved and collaboration, and you've mentioned the Messe, and obviously there's lots of hotels here for people to stay in and different activities for people to get involved in. Tell me how the partnerships work and how you work with each other to make the offering unique to Cologne.
We work very closely together with our local partners, whether these partners come from locations or from hotels. We also would work together with agencies, with catering companies, with technical companies, and of course one of our closest partners is of course Colognes. This is the company operating the convention centers at the Messe, also the Köln Messe, but also the most important international hotel chains here. We try to create a kind of network that helps the client to find himself welcome in the city, that he knows there is one person who's in charge of destination marketing, but who's connected with every partner here in the city. And as this network, we go to different trade fairs, like for example IMEX or EIBTM. We don't go alone to present ourselves at IMEX, but we are coming together with local partners, like I mentioned, Colognes or different hotels or catering companies. And we have, for example, a meeting point. This is our meeting brochure in which we present our partners. We do common activities like organizing fem trips. We support our partners when they organize their own marketing activities. And if they need our support, we of course support them, and they support us with our marketing activities. And therefore, I would say it's a real good working network, and we can show our clients that we're working together and not independently. But if a client comes to Cologne, he can ask whether he wants, but we always rely on each other, and it's a network that works.
And that's very much in the spirit of the friendliness of the city that we've already mentioned.
Yeah, that's right. I think this is something really important for everybody living in Cologne, and not everybody who lives here is original Cologne. I have not been born in Cologne. I come from northern Germany, but for me, Cologne is my home. Since I've moved to Cologne about 12 years ago, I really feel here at home, and this is often the case with people coming from other cities of Germany to Cologne. They see Cologne as their home, and they feel that good here, and they feel the spirit. And I think this is also very special for the convention industry here in Cologne, that everybody really feels like he belongs to a network that has to work together in order to deliver the best support for the client, that the client feels himself welcome here in the city.
I've already mentioned the amazing views, and I can see the countryside out there, and presumably there's lots of activities to do out there as well. Are they too far away from Cologne, or is there an option of partaking in things outside of the city as well?
Of course, there are a lot of options that you can experience also the countryside. We are very close to Bonn, for example. Bonn is just about 20 minutes in the south of Cologne. The so-called Rhein-Erft-Kreis is an area very close to Cologne where you have a lot of castles, where you can drive with your bike. But everything is really close by. In 30 minutes, whether you go in the north or in the south, you can discover easily something green, a bit more nature than in the city center, and it's not far away, and you have everything. A town, a huge city with 1 million inhabitants, but also a countryside, which is not far away. So you have all your options.
You've mentioned Gamescom already, which is obviously a very important, huge event for the city, but what other industries and events are you attracting?
Of course, any kind of events are welcome here in Cologne, from smaller meetings to huge events like Gamescom. But I think one important issue is that we have a lot of science here in the city. I already said that we have the largest university in Germany situated in Cologne, part of 12 universities in total. And of course, science brings events or congresses into the city. So therefore those kind of science and association congresses and convention and conferences are very important for the city. And on the other hand side, also corporate events are important. For example, coming from the media industry, we have a lot of conferences taking part here. RTL as one of the most important private broadcasters and WDR as one of the most important public broadcasters are situated here. RTL is over here on this side of the river, WDR is on the other side of the river. So we located private and public broadcasters here, and they bring of course a lot of conferences. We have the Cologne conference. This is a film festival, and different other ones. The CO Pop, it's a festival about music and media. So I think this sector is really important for the city, apart from different other sectors, of course. As I said, any kind of event is welcome, but science and the media industry, I think they're really worth to mention as one of the most important ones.
Well, thanks again, Stephanie, for hosting us, and I absolutely can't wait to get out there and experience it. But we're actually in an event space at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
So should we go and have a little sneaky peek before we head into the city? Great.
Yeah.